Please stand for a moment of silence, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, Tornadoes. This is CTN, a Clearwater digital media production. Today is Friday, December 13th, our last show this decade. My name is Jaden Anzalone. Today we have a special edition of CTN for you. So stay tuned because CTN starts now.
Thanks, Jaden. I'm Colin Carpenter with your school news. Attention, all Science National Honor Society members that missed the last meeting. If you're interested in volunteer hours before mid-year exams, please see Mr. Van Grondel in room F6. Also, dues must be submitted as soon as possible. Any students interested in the reading initiative to see Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker on Friday, December 20th. Today is the last day to take your tests. The Clearwater Arts Alliance is conducting an art walk covering the public art throughout the city of Clearwater. It will be held tomorrow, December 14th. For more information, go to clearwaterartsalliance.org. And congratulations to Max Jones, for being selected at Pinellas County Basketball Player of the Week. Now to D-Rod with a special weather report.
The following message is D-Rod approved.
Thanks, Colin. I'm D-Rod with your weather and fishing report. Today's weather with a high of 77 and a low of 68 with a 50% chance of rain and 10-mile-an-hour wind south. Saturday's weather with a high of 75 and a low of 57 with a 50% chance of rain, 11-mile-an-hour wind northeast. Sunday's weather with a high of 74 and a low of 60 and 10% chance of rain with 4-mile-an-hour wind east. Monday's weather with a high of 80 and a low of 64 with a 10% chance of rain and 10-mile-an-hour wind southeast. Tuesday with a high of 78 and a low of 59 with a 50% chance of rain, 11-mile-an-hour wind east. Wednesday has a high of 66 and a low of 49 with a 20% chance of rain and 15-mile-an-hour wind north. Thursday has a high of 65 and a low of 48 with a 0% chance of rain, 13-mile-an-hour wind blowing 13-mile-an-hour wind northeast. Friday has a high of 67 and a low of 53 with a 10% chance of rain with winds blowing 9-mile-an-hour northeast. Saturday has a high of 69 and a low of 55 with a 40% chance of rain and winds blowing 9-mile-an-hour northeast. And finally, Sunday has a high of 66 and a low of 52 with a 40% chance of rain and winds blowing 13 miles an hour north. On Monday, December 16th, the first major feeding time starts at 3:12 a.m. and ends at 5:18 a.m. And the second starts at 3:41 p.m. and ends at 6:38 p.m. Star Major, I recommend going on December 20th with a major feeding time starting at 6:15 a.m. and ending at 8:45 a.m. The second major one is starting at 7:06 p.m. and ending at 9:08 p.m.
Hello, I'm Isaac Weiser, here with our first trailer talk, talking about Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker, with my good friend Joseph Mamja.
Thanks for having me.
Without further ado, let's get on with the trailer.
It's an instinct. A feeling. The Force brought us together. We're not alone. Good people will fight if we lead them.
People keep telling me they know me. No one does.
But I do.
Long have I waited. And now, you're coming together. doing.
What are you doing there, 3PO?
Taking one last look, sir. At my friends.
Confronting fear. It's the destiny of a Jedi. Your destiny. The Force will be with you.
Always.
So, what are your initial thoughts on the movie, Joseph?
Well, two things that really stuck out to me. One, we hear the Palpatine voiceover, and it's not just in this trailer; it's in a few others, and also the Star Destroyers. So, like, we all thought the Empire kind of died off, right? But you see dozens of Star Destroyers just flying. It's like,
Right. Yeah. I think the trailers have been pretty good. I haven't been too happy with the last couple movies. Episode 7 and Episode 8. I really hope Disney does better with this one.
yep.
So yeah. What do you think about Palpatine? Tell me more about that.
Well, the thing about Palpatine is we all know he's supposed to be dead, right?
Yep.
So if you bring him back, in a way, you're kind of ruining the previous movies because Anakin Skywalker is supposed to be the chosen one who brings order to the Force. But now all of a sudden, the man who killed Palpatine, he wasn't the chosen one.
Right. It'll just completely discredit the original trilogy that George Lucas had.
Yep.
With Palpatine and Anakin, Darth Vader, how he's brought balance to the Force. About the Empire coming back with the Star Destroyers and everything. Any thoughts on that?
I think it's pretty interesting. Not only do you have the reemergence of the Empire, but we have that shot of like the rebels and how they're kind of back too. So it's kind of like going back to the old conflict and wrapping it all up.
So something that Disney's been doing is rehashing old movies, bringing back characters like Palpatine and stuff, just to, I think, personally, to get more people to watch it, kind of get that nostalgia feeling. So what do you think Rey's going to be in this movie?
Well, obviously, Rey is going to be more powerful than she was previously because this movie was taken a year after. I mean, a year in between. So, like, we know that she's going to be more powerful. Like, you see in the trailer she's being chased, or one of the trailers she's being chased by Ren, and she just does that flip thing with the lightsaber.
Yeah.
Like, old Rey probably wouldn't be able to do this. She's more powerful, and so is everybody else. She develops as a Jedi.
She's had more training.
Yeah, like more character progression.
That shot with her with the red lightsaber.
Yeah.
Is she a Sith or?
I mean, we've always had that thing where, like, Rey might turn to the dark side. You remember Ren asked her to be his apprentice, and she said no. We also have that shot with Rey and Ren cutting down that thing together. You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
Like, why are they working together?
Maybe they are working together because Palpatine does come back in the form of in Legends, which is extended universe, not canon ever since Disney took over. Palpatine made clones of himself. So we could be encountering a clone of Palpatine, which I think that would be okay if they did it that way.
Yeah, that would do it justice, but at the same time, it does ruin the prophecy of Anakin Skywalker. But not to stray from that too far, what about the characters we see here? Like, we got the main ones like Rey, Ren, Chewie, Finn, BB-82. Anything else that sticks out to you about the characters?
Not really. I just hope they fix Finn and his character because they messed him up in the last movie with that little love scene. That was really cheesy, and I didn't like that personally.
Yeah, And also, any guest appearances you want to see or anything like that? Because I know like some people are talking about Force Ghost and Anakin possibly returning. We know Palpatine's going to be returning. Like anything you want to see that we haven't seen?
I do want to see a Luke Force Ghost for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Anakin's Force Ghost would be nice to see. Maybe he talks Kylo Ren into going to the light side.
Yeah.
Because he is his grandfather. And I don't think Kylo knows that because he knows Darth Vader was grandfather, but I don't think he knows that Anakin is the same person and that he was good. So maybe if he finds that out, he may switch sides.
Yeah, that'd be kind of sad though, because Luke Skywalker had to die to the hands of Ren.
Yeah.
And now he's just like death in vain. But so closing thoughts and anything you want to add on to?
You know, I think that about covers it. So yeah. Thanks for watching this edition of Trailer Talk. Star Wars Rise of Skywalker comes out on December 20th for those who are interested. And have a great winter break.
Thanks, D-Rod. If any students or teachers would like to have an announcement made on our show, please have your club sponsor or coach email us at cdmptv@gmail.com. Don't forget to subscribe to us on YouTube at CDMP Digital TV for a look back at some of this year's broadcasts. Check out the CDMP Clear Light running all day for new announcements. Thank you for watching CTN. Good luck on the exams and have a great tornado day.